Shalom. Yeah, we're the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch of Chicago. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity. You know, and to all the hopefully elect out there, the few out there to listen and learn. To you, we say shalom. Yeah, this is going to be about judgment, open forum. All right? And because that's what we're seeing, man. You know, the brothers were just talking about all these women that are coming up missing, you know, especially Jews.
Happy holidays.
They snapped a lot of people.
Happy holidays, guys.
A lot of women are coming up missing, man, and a lot of young girls, man. You know, a lot of young girls, man, are coming up missing, man. And why are they coming up missing? They're coming up missing for their body parts, man. Just like because hey, look. He don't waste any what's the word that I'm looking for? Substance, opportunities, resources. All right, he don't waste resources because hey, there's a big market for just for aborted babies. All right, because those collagen pills, the melanin pills, especially for the dark nations, man. The melanin pills, and all the different things that they were using this waste for, man. Because you know, it's funny, man. The jiu-jitsu school back in the day was a Planned Parenthood across the street on the corner. And you know, they used to always, and I used to walk by there on my way to because right next to it is a whole bunch of eating places, which is ironic that you got a Quiznos and a Piece of Joint and all these other food spots right next to industrial garbage, and I always wondered why they would put locks on the gates and locks on it, because it was a high gate, you know, on the side when you walk by it, and then all the things were locked up, and then division, and then it got right, and then the guys would come in trucks armed to pick up. I'm like, what the hell? I never, you know, and now I understand that's a valuable resource worth money, all that waste.
It's actually, I see the commercial all the time. If you ever watch movies, they show it all the time on Hulu. It's a commercial with a woman, like she acts like it's all good, but she says the vitamin that she needs is from the plasma that people get. So that shows you that it's certain vitamins that's in the body that people will spend high money on, they'll spend high dollar on, and they'll murk you to get it, man.
Well, it was said many a time that they put some of that feeder stuff into Pepsi.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
You know? So you people who like to drink Pepsi, you know, and it's not like Coca-Cola any better, man. Hey, I saw on YouTube a video where the guy used Coca-Cola to clean off his chrome on his bumper. Right? And so I actually put it to the test. I took some Coke, put it in a spray bottle, and matter of fact, it was a beet food that I gave Ramaki. When I built that fight, man, that was a hobby. I actually like to build fights, especially with stuff like that. And I got those old chrome, what do you call it, things, those tires. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Splash guards or whatever they call. When I got them, they were full of rust. So I took the Coke and a scouring pad, shit came right off, they were shiny. So, and I thought to myself, ain't no way on Yahweh's green earth that I would ever drink this shit again, man. Because I used to like rum and Coke. And after I cleaned up, when I cleaned up all that chrome, all that rust off that steel with that Coke, I was like, in the world, this shit was stripped rust off of chrome, man, off of steel. You gonna put, what is that doing to your body, man? So that was something I did personally. Go ahead, brother.
Get this for you, because you know we're talking about these because they do that organ harvesting. I looked on the web and I looked on the web and you can't really see it, but they have prices for each organ. All right, and the most desired, basically, organ would be your liver, and it's worth $157,000, man, just for your liver. Okay, you know your heart is $119,000, Kidneys are, well, actually, let me scratch that. Kidneys are actually the highest. It's $262,000. Okay, and then your eyeballs are $1,500. All right, and
1,500 or 15,000.
1,500 for your eyeballs.
Okay.
All right, for your skull with your teeth, $1,200. And why would Esau want that, man? Because he's a sick freak, man. Just to have your skull and your teeth, man. You know, because he's into that morbid death stuff, man. You know?
You're probably doing some sort of weird scientific experiment on
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right? Back in James 2 and 13. Because that's a wicked act, man. And the wicked is not going to be free of that judgment, man. Yeah, I think it's 2 and 13. They're not a wicked or something like that. I think it's James 2 and 13.
That's the one where it's showing
Oh, okay, calm down.
That is the one we showed.
They show no mercy, but same thing. You get it anyway. It's still good.
He didn't show mercy.
Because those are inhumane acts, man. You know, when somebody dies, you're supposed to bury them.
When you set up death, you set someone up to be murdered just so you can get their body parts. Like that. If you remember, there were 2 Edomites that killed this wrestler. They killed this Jake, and they rolled him up in a wrestling mat. That's what I meant to say. They rolled him up in a wrestling mat. They probably arrested the wrestler, but they rolled him up in a wrestling mat. But when his family got a hold of his body, he had organs missing. And the same thing happened to a lot of these shooting victims in Chicago. All right, and we've already showed you the videos where Edom will put on those prosthetic masks where he looks like a Jake. You know, where he looked have a brown skin like Bob Rock. And so when he running down the street with a gun, with his pants sagging and a big ass sweatshirt, people think they looking at Jake, man. All right, and so we know that he has been doing these sort of things, man. And then they blame it on gang violence. All right, but when you getting people that are being, they being put to death with perfect precision, and certain parts of their bodies are spared. That should raise an eyebrow right there, man. That's right. Because if Jake shoots you, man, you're going to have a erratic pattern. So you're going to have one in the hand, one in the shoulder, one in the knee. That's right. And you probably end up, and one in the stomach. You just end up bleeding out. That's right. You know, when E his sword, blessing was his sword, man. E hit you, man. It's one in the heart, 2 to the head, man. That's right. Execution. Right, actually, right. 2 in the chest or 1 in the forehead.
They showed you that in that movie with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Collateral.
The way he shot his victims, they knew he was a trained, hitman.
James chapter 2 verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, Yahweh, that has showed no mercy, and mercy rejoices against judgment. That's right. Esau, man, this is one of the crimes of Esau. Reason why he's gonna be going down, man. It's not something slavery happened in the past. We're talking about the crimes that what you have done in the past and you're doing right now, man. Still doing. And inhumane fucking acts, man. Like that's a disgusting thing to kidnapping our young women. You know, yeah, hey, they're going off and we say according to the scriptures how they're supposed to be. Like you really supposed to have a man covering the household, some shit like that don't happen. But at the same time, hey, we counted every accomplice according to this, man. From the top, who was Esau, to the foolish people that follow after it, man.
Hey, the scripture say his sins reach unto heaven. You gotta pay for that. Regardless of the station by the Most High is gonna still hold this man accountable.
This is Nahum 1:3. The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power. It will not at all acquit the wicked.
There it is.
And the Lord Yahweh has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. All right, but the main point is, and the Lord's not at all going to acquit the wicked, man. Hey, they're going to get that judgment, all right? And what does he say in Micah, I think the 2nd chapter? The Lord devised this evil, all right, for these people, man, and they're not going to remove that from off their necks, man. Hey, the Lord's got something great for Esau, man, coming, that great judgment, man. All right?
Just because the Most High is long suffering doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You waiting for that climax, that build-up. All right? It's going to be like never before ever witnessed in your history the type of judgment that Yahweh Shah going to bring.
Right. That's why it says when he was about to fill his belly. That means Esau gets to when Esau gets to that fulfillment of when he feels like he's made it, when he feels like he's in the kingdom, and this is me speaking as a man, it could be like he's you got Elon Musk perfecting wickedness, trying to, and you got certain neuroscientists coming against it saying that that won't work. But it could be the Lord might actually have it. You know, Esau's always fucking up. There's always some type of detrimental thing that comes out of it. Like people get cancer out of this type of surgery or something like that happens. It might not be that for like, you know, it might be actually
it might. You know what? Salaki. But obviously when you said that, you made me think of Brian Legend.
Yeah.
Everybody got healed. She talked about the cure for cancer. And the guy asked her, she said, yeah, you've created a cure for cancer. It was a woman, of course. And then he said, well, since you've done this, how many people have been used on it? She said like a number like 10,000 or something like that. He said, well, how many cases did the cancer reoccur? She said 0. Then the outbreak came, right? Because she cured everybody, but this thing turned the people into something else. It created another virus, which gave people, made people go mad and have incredible strength. Made them all sick. They went crazy, you know.
Which hey, that could not say it would happen exactly like that, but hey, it says when he was about to fill his belly, meaning he's like, oh shit. It's gonna be like the Lord put that peace and safety scripture in there for a reason. Because every time somebody want to be relaxed, like, oh shit, like, I can finally sit my ass down, and then something comes out of nowhere and just like shit. When you push it, you took off your shield, you took off all your armor, you're bare, you want to be relaxed. That's when the Lord's gonna come back and destroy your ass, man.
This is Nehemiah 9:35. But they have not served thee in their kingdom, and in thy great goodness that thou gavest them, and in the large and the fat land which thou gavest them, neither turn they from their wicked works. So they haven't turned from their wicked works. So their wicked works is going to bring on their own destruction, man. Right. In their own pride, and the pride of their own wickedness is going to bring on their own destruction, man. All right? Go ahead, man.
This Psalms 37, verse 28. For the Lord loveth judgment and forsake not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off, man.
They will be cut off, man. Matter of fact, let me land back here. This is one of my favorite scriptures, man. This is Esther 9:25 about wicked Haman. It says, who was an Edomite, you know. It says, Esther 9:25, but when Esther came before the king, he commanded by the letters that the wicked device which he devised against the Jews should return upon his own head. Ooh, perfect. And that he and his son should be hanged on the gallows, man. You know that he didn't say his women. He's like, no. The men. Right. Because the king knows what's up, right? That's right. Got all these free women all of a sudden.
That's right. How to land back quick.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 9 and Psalms 9 and 17. No, Psalms 9 and 16. Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Ooh. Yeah. So Esau, that's been happening to you from the get-go. And it's going to happen to you right here in America. Right. You know? And it's not just Esau, man. All the wicked. All the wicked, man. You know, going back to our women going missing. Well, you wanted liberty. You wanted to be able to do what the fuck you wanted to do. So now you coming up missing, left and right.
Yeah, you walking around, you're 115, 110 pounds.
Soaking wet.
Soaking wet with boots on.
Yeah.
So when that black and that white van pull up and them goons jump out and just snatch you up.
Right.
You know, and you just gone, man. Right, because what you doing walking around at 2:33 o'clock in the morning by your damn self anyway, running into a gas station.
Yep.
Because you just were all up and having all this liberty. Just like the video of that woman from the Nation of Heat who talked about how women they just need to shut the fuck up.
That was a great one. Yeah,
you know, that was a classic, man.
Yeah,
and she said she would get on her knees every night to please that man. Cook, clean for him and everything. She ain't got to work.
Yep.
She said, I get to just stay home, take care of the house,
Yep.
You know, I get to go to the gym or something, bring my butt back home. Now that's all I gotta do.
That's all you gotta do.
It's right. It's cooked clean. Look good for my man. And everything else is taken care of. But no.
Wasn't enough.
I mean, what? No.
Wasn't enough.
Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3, and I'm gonna start it. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection. And it says, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. Okay? And then that starts off with Esau, okay? The heathen, and also 2/3 of our own people, man. Alright? Hey, since they wanted to do things wickedly, man, hey, they're not gonna have comfort. What does it say? Where's Isaiah? Where it said there is no peace to the wicked? Okay? Hey, so hey, horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, man. Okay? Hey, you're not gonna get saved. You're not gonna, you know, have mercy, man. Hey, yeah, you're gonna know everything death by pain, as it says in was it 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, man. Hey, and those judgments are gonna come to the earth, and they are coming, man. They're already here. But it's gonna escalate, man. As time progresses. Hey, because the sooner Yahweh Shai, the closer Yahweh Shai gets here, okay? Hey, these that shit was bugged out. Hey, these judgments are gonna escalate, man. They're gonna get more horrific out here, man.
This is Ezekiel 14, verse 21. For this said the Lord, Yahweh, how much more will I send my four-sword judgment upon Jerusalem? The sword, and the famine, and the noisome beast, and the pestilence to cut off from it man and beast, man. And that's what's coming. Because all the wicked deeds I have done, man, and these things shall come upon you. And it's going to get intensified, man. Because the Lord said it's going to be a time that never been on the face of the earth.
That's right.
So these things going to be intense out here. Pretty soon, judgment coming in your front door.
This is Sirach chapter 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right? So when it comes down to it, this is strictly business, man. It's not personal. Just like Wesley Snipes said in the movie. It ain't personal. It's all about the will of how about you and how it shines.
Right?
The judgment gotta come. And you people out here that's heavy emotionally and don't like the message, so what?
Right?
Evil must come first. Before, this is 4:26. This is 2nd Ezra. Back up with the Elder Bob Ross said.
You Christians always talk about the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. You don't even know what that means, man.
Right.
That means that the power that is, man, he is. Yahweh is coming back to the son Yahweh Shai to take over all the nations.
Right.
Including America, a.k.a. Babylon.
Somebody
All
get
right.
Matthew 10 and 34, 35. Come back with a sword.
That's right. That's judgment. That's destruction. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, and the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come.
Hey, and the brother was going into those Elon Musk, and the elder posted something earlier about the feed that's on Amazon Prime. I checked that show out, man. And Esau loves to put predictive programming right in your face. All right? And you went to that scripture in Job dealing with the enterprise or what you quoted. Right. Meaning Mr. E is going to get a lot of that New World Order, so to speak, in, man.
Yeah.
To fulfill prophecy.
Done. And that's predictive show. They're showing you in that show the seed, man, that technology is ready to here. And if you have any understanding at all, you would know that when he shows you technology in movies, they already have it. They're already utilizing it. So, and you already have hundreds of thousands of people around the world who already have that chip, man, collectively. So it's just a matter of time before, and the dollar's on the verge of dying, of not being a reserve currency of the earth. So the reset is what? The reset is digital. Right. And when you go digital, and so the feed, that's what the feed is all about. And what are they showing you when it does? When it doesn't, it goes wrong. I mean, I haven't seen the show yet, but it shows you something goes wrong. Terribly wrong. All right?
What is the feed? The feed is what? Esau's policy, another representation of the image of the beast, man, because it's all going into following Esau, man. It's just different names for it.
Joel 5, 5 and 12, it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that hands cannot perform their enterprise.
And they're not going to be able to perform that enterprise, man. Right? And in doing that enterprise, they're speaking wickedly against the truth and against the men of the Lord. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 6. For wisdom is a loving spirit and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For God is the witness of his reigns and a true beholder of his heart and the hearer of his tongue, man. Right? So the men of the Lord were sent to teach the truth, man. Right? To alert and alarm the people. Right? First to the elect, and then the other people as well, man, because it is our job. All right? It's not our job to get paid and to merchandise the truth. It is our job to warn the elect. That's right. All right? That's it, man. It is our job to warn the elect. Not all Israel is Israel, and not all Israel is going to hear this. So anybody that's talking about joining together with all the Israelites and unity and all, there's going to be no such thing until the kingdom comes, man. That's right. Not on this side. If that were the case, it wouldn't say the 144,000 and the elect. It would say all of Israel, man. It wouldn't say 1/3 and 2/3. It would be all of Israel. It's not all of Israel, man. And 2/3 is a greater number. And the scripture clearly says that 2/3 is going to be cut off and die.
Right. I got the scripture to call and it goes right into it. This is Matthew 10 and 34. And it's written in red. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against the mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
There it is, man. When a family is broken apart, man. And that's modern day, every day, man. Right? And I was just watching that new show, and that's still an instant classic, man. And I believe all three of them dudes is Jake, man. I didn't used to think that about Joe Pesci, but Joe Pesci got a little bit too much swag to be, I don't know, man.
I knew he was a nigga.
But definitely, you know, De Niro and Pacino.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that movie, that The Irishman with Pacino, that shit an instant classic, man. But what happened? You know, I'm not gonna tell you the movie, all right? But his daughter was real tight with Jimmy Hoffa and had an affinity and a love for Jimmy Hoffa, man. All right, and she knew that they had something to do with that. And so his daughter just stopped speaking to him because, you know, when she was a little girl, man, she and Jimmy used to go get Sundays all the time, man. All right, and they kind of give you an idea of what might have happened to Jimmy Hoffa, man. All right, they kind of let you know. We know that they whacked him, they got rid of him.
They just bombed that nigga.
All right.
Battery ass. I'm gonna watch that when I get home, man.
It's 3.5.
3.5 hours.
So yeah, so I watched it in parts. It's on Netflix. Right, because if Netflix keep producing stuff like that, they won't have to worry about this Disney shit.
Facts.
Real talk.
This is Matthew 10 and 34. All right, Yahushua is speaking. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Just real quick, this is a cut on Christianity. When you really get into this word and you understand it, guess what? You're going to be ostracized. Yep. It's not a family going to church on Sunday. it's going to be a man doing his responsibility according to Yahweh Shai. A lot of times his family going to be against him.
Yeah, because you're putting this family first, man.
That's right. Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Right, because we're not out here pushing the vibration of America, man. All right, this is the vibration of Satan. We're not pushing Thanksgiving. We're not pushing Christmas. All right, and all these wicked ass holidays. We're pushing our heritage, coming back to what the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. All right, the prophecy, the end of this hellhole, and that's going to have schism between the so-called quote-unquote family.
It's like this is the real family, and everybody else is your physical family is your in-laws, man. And they always get into it, man.
So what the Lord said, he's my brother. That's right. He's my mother.
But them that do the will of my father.
That's right. Because I don't get invited to Thanksgiving. That last time was the last time, man. I get a couple text messages.
That's right.
Hope you're good. Hope all is well. Right. And this man, the Bibles came out, and I fucked up Thanksgiving, man. Woo. All right. So I don't get those phone calls, man.
Right.
And then when my nephews were on point back then, my nephews whipped out their Bibles and started reading. Man, it was hell, boy. and my cousin, a female, had just became an ordained pastor.
Wow.
So it went, man. I lit her up. I lit the whole family up, man. And they were like,
Leave him alone.
yeah, because right. You know, and she went, well, I'm the pastor. And I was like, no, you're not. And all the scriptures about how the Lord is dealing with the man and not the woman, and how the woman's supposed to keep quiet in the church. And she didn't even know. Here you are with a degree in the pastoral, all right? But yet you didn't know these scriptures?
Right.
Yeah, they didn't tell you about these scriptures, you know? Right. Yeah. You a pastor. Yeah. You a pastor still smoking Newport stuff. Right.
Madness.
Right? And that's another thing to you Israelites out there, man. Stop violating your temple and expect to get blessings, man.
That's right.
Right? You cannot violate your temple with substances that are ungodly and then expect your prayers to be answered or expect to catch a blessing here. It's not going to happen.
That's right. This is to land back with the elder situation. This is Luke 6:22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
Con, especially when I have my beard all big, you know, my so-called best friend back in the world, his little brother used to call me all shit. He called Moses. Because you know, hey, don't compare me to that, but I'd rather be compared to him than the other shit.
That's right.
But nevertheless, why? Because my conversation is always holy and spiritual.
Right.
You know? Right. Like I said, man, you know, when we running out in the bars and shit, getting up on other men's women, being drunk, just being niggas, they follow me everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? But as soon as I turn from that, you know, I ain't your bros no more, huh?
Right. Separate.
Right.
Yep.
I got something. This is 1 Peter 4, and I'll start at 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have brought the world to Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, reveling, banqueting, and abominable idolatry.
They was down with it. As a matter of fact, where are we at? On Washington. Right where that theater used to be, next to the jewelry store. That was a famous, I think it was called Ronnie's. That was a late night spot. And then all the people would hit. That was one of the spots where everybody would hit. You know, after, you know, because I know later on, after Ronnie's closed down, it became like a child support joint or something like that. Or you went to go right. Exactly. It became, you know, actually, let me not say that. Let me tell you what it really is. A Title 4D fraudulent place. When you went, because there's no such thing as child support. comes under section 42, all right? Article 42, and section 42, not Article 42, but section 42 was never enacted into positive law. Therefore, it is not law at all. They enforce it as law, right? It's called fraud, right? That under the color of law. So anyway, that's what it became. It became a Title 4D place. But that was the spot, man. And you know, and everybody was going there after the clubs, and you know, and get the greasy ass steaks and the nasty ass meals, you know, with all the pork chops and all that sober food. Yep. You know, that was right, and then pick up more bitches that were being adulterous, because they would come with bitches, and everybody would come in there, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, the heathen, all right, and a whole bunch of attractive women who had men at home. They had no business being out. Who had no business being out on the streets anyway. All right, with all them cheeks. Neither had they but at home, man. As you know, right, out here, right, got you looking at cheeks, because we men.
That's right.
But there ain't no doubt in my mind, and I know those women, they screwing somebody, man.
Yep. Right.
And according to the Bible, sex is marriage, man.
But we're the only men that actually even consider it, because the average nigga don't even consider it.
Hey, I was sitting down having a meal, and it's a little Judah pop all and Joe, man. Little broad is bad, man. She's what you call slipped. She's real little, but she's like real, she's exploding everywhere. She's supposed to be. And man, Jake was breaking his neck, boy. Just a couple Judites, man. And every woman that came, you know, and I was like, damn. Because Jake don't be Jake.
Every man,
and you know, but I'm like, dude, you can't see this big ass ring on her hand, man.
Right.
But she was wicked as hell, because every time she walked by, she was looking over there to see who was over there. Yeah. And then she came and set her ass right at the table in front of me, which put all that stuff that she had right in their eyesight.
Man.
All right. So I mean, she was being weak, because you know what? They say the right thing will catch her after she had the right amount of drinks or whatever. She'll go, man. Yeah. So you can tell by the way she was looking. She was trying to see who was over there. Because she was looking to see, because normally in that spot, man, there ain't too many Judite men hang out in there. I'm usually one of a couple that be in it. Jake anyway. All right.
That is what it is, man. I even gotta say it, man. It sounds bad, but it's true, man.
It's fucked.
Because I asked the Most High, man. I said, they all got a man, they don't even know who I am. I don't even ask these bitches. I pray to the Most High. I cast a little lot. If I, you know, continue to do this, I don't ask no
You know what? What I've learned is that, man, ain't none of them yours. They're never gonna be yours on this side.
That's right. That's for sure.
It's simple as that,
That's
man.
right.
Even if you so-called married to her, man. Right? You know, what's my guy Darius always say? She was never yours. It was just your turn.
Your turn.
Hey, well, that song,
right?
that song that them niggas put out with Chris Brown talking about these hoes ain't loyal, where he said
In Lil Wayne.
yeah, and they went into it. Them lyrics basically said, like, these niggas is wicked as fuck, but they do know these hoes.
They know them.
It's just your turn. It's fucked up. We live in
That's why I get that scripture said, you with an adulterous, adulterous generation, that being the reason why, man.
That's why you can't really be too OR. You can't chase them, because then you know what? Then that is making you basically adulterous. You just, you know, the Lord give you a woman, you take it as that, and you do what you can in the truth, man. You can't even think about it too much, because then you've been in went crazy.
Yeah. Because you trying to wife and love somebody that's not really yours anyway.
If it was
right? Or you know, because there was a time when we didn't want a woman that's been with another man. All right? Hey, you remember that scene in Avatar, the big giant Gadites? You know, they were really gad. When he found out that he had connected with this woman, he was like, "Did you connect with this woman?" Oh, hustle out, man. She always connected with Esau. She married to an
Zoe Saldana and that bitch Kerry Washington, man. Them damn Edomite lovers, man.
Right?
They finished.
But what did he do when he was like, damn, because he didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Right. He went right. He was like, man, I should put an arrow in both y'all right about that.
Yep. Yeah, he wasn't dealing with that. Man.
He wasn't dealing with it because it was ruined, man. Right. He was like, you connected with this woman? And he was like,
fuck this cat.
Right, basically. Because he was a 10. Because he looked like dad. He had the cat-eye body, but he wasn't. Right, he was straight. Exactly, man. Go ahead, brother.
Matthew 12 and 39. It says, but he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, right? And there should be no sign given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonah.
Damn, and they still looking for a sign. You evil and you looking for a sign.
Yeah, that's why they couldn't believe.
And we're adulterous.
Yep.
All right, because you know what? I was born to a mother, and my older sister has a different father. So I know for a fact that I didn't come out of a woman who had been with only one man. That's dishonorable. All right? That's shameful. All right? But this society, that's uplifting. It's
great.
So there it is. Right.
That was one of my Thanksgiving
You know,
conversations.
you're clapping your hands like them feminine dudes and white chicks. Brave, bold. Right. Exactly.
They don't say that, man. They had a so-called Facebook conversation talking about do it really matter?
Yeah,
how
fucking
many women
matters,
do a
man.
man have sex? Do a woman have sex with how many men? Of course it matters, man.
So there you go, man.
Like you used to bring out with the DNA shit.
Yeah. God, that's a heavy deal, man.
That's
and
serious,
that
man.
came out through a scientist, man, a woman of Eve, of the nation of Eve, man. She brought that out. So it does matter because a woman's body attaches to the DNA of the man that she's with, man.
Right.
So when you've been with all kind of different men, man, you got all these different men's DNA attached to you, man.
And it can drive a woman crazy.
Yeah, and then and then you wonder why you moody and got and need drugs, and you know, or what do they call it, bipolar, or you feel all these different emotions that make no sense.
People arguing with niggas that ain't even there.
Right, exactly.
I mean, they experienced that. Hey, you remember we was teaching over there a couple years ago and over there, raise the roof when you were saying
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
the Edomite chick.
Yeah, you was like, they don't send them to college.
I said, right, you was right. That was
like 5 years ago.
No, that was about 4 or 5 years back. I mentioned something about how you'd have been with 30 men. All right, we not counting the gangbangs.
Yeah, minus the gangbang.
Right, that was you been when you were right. Then you were with another 30, 50 in college. And now you want to get married in a white dress, and then she's raised, and she's like, yeah, she raised the roof, and she was walking by.
Yeah, we weren't even talking to her.
Right. Because she actually had done that. She was like, that was me. That was my girls. Right.
Right, back alley Sally, man.
Exactly, man. And we talked last week about a man, Terrence Pop, and his video, you call him Bob.
Bob.
Terrence
Bob,
Pop.
be right, man.
Terrence Pop, when he did the video talking about the raunchiness and the difference between a bachelorette party and a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And he talked about the raunchiness of the bachelor party. And then my client told me, was the one who told me about the bachelorette party, where his homie, Shalom, brother, where his homie was married to chick, and less than a year later, I think about 8 or 9 months into their marriage, he somehow saw the video of the bachelorette party, and then he divorced her. Because he saw what she did. He saw the video. And then he divorced her. She's shaking her head.
Yeah. Hey, but then they be having the divorce parties too. Like wicked, man.
Hey, well, that's how you know. That's how you know that this whole society is really is one-sided to cater to homosexuality in the woman
and the feminism in the woman.
It go to the volunteer quote, the old volunteer quote. You know not who to speak. You know who society.
Right.
Right. Well, you know not who to speak against.
And every dude knows. Every dude knows, man. If you drunk in the summertime in Chicago and you always see the women walking around with the dildos hanging from their neck and stuff, with the t-shirt on the bride's party. If you hard up for some cheeks, there it is right there.
There it is. Oh yeah, they get the whole
You either gonna
bus.
hit the bride or you gonna hit the bridesmaid.
Hey, that brother Shati to tell you, man. Go right there on Hubbard Street.
Oh
man.
yeah, you go to Hubbard Street, man, to a bridesmaid party.
They party.
You boning that night.
Party bus. Hey, and then we were working at the restaurant, right? I was working at the restaurant, and you either get the shit or you take out the garbage, man. All the straws is made like dicks, dildo or straws, different colors. So So you got a gang of raggedy mouth bitches, and you know they got a man at the crib, right? And she ain't like that. But you got the man at the crib, right? They sitting around, man, sipping their drinks. I don't even want to demonstrate it, but sipping their drinks out of damn ding-a-ling straws, man. We supposed to respect these bitches, man. Get out of here. Hey, the
right, and two Jakes walk by shaking their head.
Right,
well,
to man.
That's cool.
Oh, he always.
But they must have said something.
He's scoffed.
Yeah, that's Mr. Christian.
Come up and scoffed before.
Yeah, that's Kanye West, man. 70 years old.
That's how you know we're the prophets, man. Because we're not telling you anything that you really want to hear. Is what you need to hear. It's gonna be some shit that's gonna. Hey, hold on. What
it's like that medicine.
I was gonna say what Pac, yeah, it's like that medicine. What Pac say on that song? Say I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna make it hard for you to fucking smile, man. You're not gonna like it, man. In St. John the 7th chapter, it says that hey man, the Lord cannot hate the world cannot hate you with me and the haters, man. Yeah. Because I testified that the worst thereof are evil.
That accountability.
Damn. Right.
He brought out the scripture.
Bring it out, brother.
Adulterous generation seek out the sign, and they do that shit because they seeking out the sign. They really don't believe the Lord gonna come judge them.
No, because the scriptures pull everybody's card.
Facts.
Unless you know once you read it, what this world is really made of, what it consists of. A bunch of whores and dumbass niggas. Now, this is John chapter 4. I'm gonna start at 15. It says the woman, and this is the woman speaking to Yahweh Shai. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Yahweh Shai said unto her, Go call thy husband and come hither. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. And this is the woman today, man. They just, pathological liars, right? Yahweh Shai said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands. And he whom thou hast is not thy husband, and thou sayest thou truly, right? So she's always lying. She always got a man.
Matter of fact, my very own sister called me because she was mad at my other sister because my one sister only been with one man her whole life.
And don't like that.
And she right. So she was mad that my sister called her and the other sister. Right. You know, so they was getting into it, and then they were calling me, and I told them, well, now basically I brought out we're an adulterous generation, just to keep the peace. But flip side of that coin, my one sister was right.
Yeah,
she was right. You know, on that one thing.
Hey, you know
on that one
said,
thing only.
I knew where you was going because it's written. Hey, the whore as a virtuous, a whore hated virtuous woman, man. They can't take it, man. That's why I knew when you said she called you to do that. I said the whore hated virtuous.
Yeah, because then they called me and brought me into the argument. My father too.
Oh, they got to.
You know, but she was like, why you know, I got brought into the middle of it. So I used wisdom and quieted it all down, and then I left it alone. But on that one point that she said, she was actually right. She was.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 49. It says, like as a whore, envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
Bring it out again, brother.
It says, like as a whore, envieth.
Call it.
That's like it. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 49.
That's why they had to remove the hypocrisy, man.
Right.
Because E is all about woman worship, and the Apocrypha puts the woman in her place.
Facts.
Right? Like one of them crazy ass BDSM movies, man. She get tied up and her mouth stuff. Right. Right. All the crazy ass BDSM shit. Right. A woman gets put in her place. Now I'm not advocating that, it was just a joke. Because somebody gonna run with that shit. You know, but go ahead.
Play that clip, that loop.
Right, they gonna loop that shit. TMS, yeah, you gonna tie these bitches up. Right. Like, really?
No.
No, you know, right. Idiots. But go ahead, man.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 49. It says, like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
So there you go, man. A whore's gonna envy a woman like that. All right? She's gonna envy her no matter what. All right? Now my very same sister, who I'm talking about, who only been with the one woman, I mean the one man, one man, she bugged the fuck out now though because she learned the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai. And so did her son. You know? And now she got issues, man, because she went back to them churches, back to that Jesus shit.
What is this, big sister?
That's my oldest. She's just the one right over me. right? But you know, and then look what happened to our household. You know, with my nephews, my one nephew bugged the fuck out. My other nephew fell out the truth. I don't know what's going on with him. And my niece is she always been strange. All right. Now, do I love them? Yeah, they my family, man. I love them, but they bugged the fuck out. You know. And I can't be around them. I can't deal with them because my spirit is too overwhelming. You know, on a righteous level. I can't because I don't tolerate any of their bullshit, man.
Hey, well,
They say something, you know, that's contrary to the scripture. I immediately, bang. Yeah.
Well, that's that face of Moses that shines. So you know what? You know, although we can never compare ourselves to Moses, that's a high seat. But like you know, you said, you know, homie that you hang back with in the world, he said that shit.
And then he said it in a complaining way. Like,
Because
damn.
shit, when them niggas who people did, exactly, them niggas complain when they saw Moses like goddamn. You know?
Stop telling on us. Stop being wicked.
Yeah, they were being convicted. His spirit was convicting them.
But hey, but that proved who the judges are. All right, and especially the men of the Lord, your family members consult to you for counsel.
And
That proves who the judges are.
the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, that's exactly what they did.
Yep.
And even my older sister, she called me and I gave her some words of wisdom.
Yep.
And my nephew been telling her for years, you need to humble down to your brother.
Yep.
Because she thought just because she was the oldest, that she was the new, now that our mother's gone, she the patriarch. She was holding on to her mother's Bible. Yeah. And I was saying, right, and you were just a baby when I was reading the Bible. How you gonna know it more than, you know, you couldn't even read when I was reading the Bible.
Oh, Miriam, man.
Right, you know?
Miriam.
And she didn't want to accept the fact that I understand this book, but now she humbled down for that.
Yep.
They ain't got no choice, man.
Right, and then, you know, and my nephew, he followed the ways of Yahweh and that was shot, man.
Right.
You know, that's my oldest nephew, her son.
Hey, but they said, the scripture said, he'll give you a mouth of wisdom and say, will not be every gainsay nor resist.
Son, you go to his house, you never even see us right, man. If you see her, she in and out of room, her hair's covered. His daughters, all their hairs are covered. They don't wear pants, they wear dresses. They don't eat abominable foods.
See,
They
now,
celebrate all the high holy days. He really into this thing.
That's right.
You know?
see, now I have my sister doing it. Now she's making herself a because now my mom and them getting on her nerves. She moved to a whole nother city, a whole nother state.
But she believing in you.
Yeah, and now
Hey, that's beautiful.
And they like, man, you weird. You want to wear your head covered and shit. She said like, and I ain't dealt with them since. She said, I understand now, like why you never come around, why you never talk to us, why you didn't let your kids around us.
Yep.
These fucking
get it.
people, I said they did,
Hey,
and they doing their job.
Hey, all glory to you, how about you?
She said, I hate this shit.
Right, that's beautiful to hear that about a family member, man.
Yeah.
All right, she done woke up to the bullshit.
She
Right.
said you was right all that time, and I was just looking like, yeah, man, you're weird as fuck. And she not like, she thought I said because you grow out of people, man, they wicked, man. She like, you know, my daughter, you know, she got like a 2-year-old baby. She said, I ain't never in my life telling my daughter that shit. Our mama come down here for 1 week, she talking about a fucking Christmas tree. Yeah, I went crazy with all of them. So they gotta get the fuck out now.
Yeah, cause now you gonna fuck up my whole house.
Yeah, she said they talking about a tree. Ain't no fucking tree. No, this is my little sister. She's like 22.
Hey, that's beautiful though. That's beautiful.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2. I'm going to start at 12.
Perfect.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. All right, we're clean contrary, man. Hey, we're on the right-hand side, they're on the left, man. All right, this is, you know, more or less going into Esau, but still, man, you can apply to our own people, man, because they are the father of the devil, man.
They ride with Esau. And like you said, left and right hand side, man. It's like street fight. It's one fight on this side and one fight on that side, man. And it's going down. Right.
Ultimately, scriptures like I said, they tied directly to Esau because he's deep wicked. But those wicked scriptures, when it's talking about the wicked, they also tie into every fucking wicked person that's on the face of the earth.
Facts. Hey, there's levels. The scriptures are multi-level.
Yeah, they metaphor.
Right.
Just like Psalm 50 and 16.
Yep.
He say, but unto the wicked, do what is how to declare my statutes. All right, but then you got the Joel Osteen standing right next to Kanye West.
A whole nigga.
So it goes, it's the same shit.
He upbraided us with our offending the law and object to our infamy, the transgression of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of the...
And what education is that? The Bible. Mainly the Bible. That's the education that he objects to. All right? Go ahead.
It says, he professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calls himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts.
And that's exactly what we do.
That's it.
All right, that's exactly what we do.
That's right.
And I watched the old school video that my man Carlito Wade did of that he did. I put it in group me, man, because I hadn't seen it in so long. When what's my man YT Politics? Yeah, he used YT Politics voice, you know. And basically, he was talking about how Esau, when you start telling him the truth and reading the scriptures, you know, has confidence. You know, he had this.
Yeah, them little face cut them.
Yeah, he had this scratchy, raspy voice like Shaddamaya. But he was like, yeah, when you start telling the truth, all of a sudden Esau becomes a punk motherfucker.
Yeah, it
but
breaks
it's
him
true.
down.
He gets mad when you start breaking down the scriptures and pointing out his wickedness, man. Read, brother.
It says, he is grievous unto us even to behold.
Right, he can't even stand and look at us, man.
Them niggas preaching. Hear that face
Right.
that eat like that. Niggas preaching.
Even for our family members, man. They don't even want to be around us, man.
That's good.
Yeah,
I want to be around their ass niggas.
That's
Hey, I
right.
was thinking about it earlier, man. You want to get rid of that nigga, man. Read the scriptures, man. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, for his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion.
Hey, and the ways are us. Hey, starting with the elders and the apostles on down, and every brother keeping his truth and sincerity. All right. Hey, if you don't want to commit adultery, you weird, man. If you don't want to break your son like Dwayne Wade and Magic Johnson's son, man. You weird, man. Let me get this real quick.
Right.
Oh.
How? No, I'm disagreeing with what you said. Like how me and the two Judite dudes were sitting there looking at the same broad, but how I wanted no parts of it, and they was, you know.
Oh, they would have took it together.
Right,
Tag
exactly.
team, man.
Yeah.
Nothing but some boots on, man.
See nothing wrong.
This is a
Stepped on the head and everything. You know.
Hey, this is Isaiah 59 and verse 15. It say, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And Yahweh saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So he departed, all right? When you depart from evil, you make yourself a prey, man. Because there's no judgment in this place. Like he says in the book of Job, this is the land where all darkness is his light, man. Isaiah 5:20, man. All right? They call it good for evil, they evil for good, man. They got all this satanic ass Christmas shit about to be out here, man. That's BS, man. Not one prophet in the Bible celebrating Christmas, man. Not one prophet in the Bible celebrating Christmas. You people wicked as hell, man.
Or Thanksgiving.
Or that, man.
Thanksgiving.
Fucking Easter.
Thanksgiving.
Or fucking goddamn it, the New Year's fucking bullshit.
Halloween, none of that.
Their
None of that.
birthday. All right.
Arbor Day. What the fuck is Arbor Day anyway, man? None of that shit, man.
Right, these are the abominable assemblies, man. Because you don't do nothing but get together, eat abominable food,
California was always talking about Arbor Day.
get high out your goddamn mind. All right. And nothing. Drink some eggnog. Man, you people are wicked, man. Talking about the Christmas spirit, man. The Christmas spirit ain't in the Bible, man. That's idolatry, man. It tell you that in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, man. To go not in the way of the heathen, man. Worshiping the damn tree, which is actually Nimrod's rod anyway, man. Standing up like an obelisk, putting gifts around it, bowing down to the tree.
Con.
Niggas wicked, man.
Yeah, I get it. Jeremiah 10. Since that's what we're talking about, since that's what you monkeys getting ready to celebrate.
Oh, they going head over heels for it. You got some, hey, even in the world, man, that's what we used to do, man. We knew to go outside and rob motherfuckers. This robbing season. Because everybody going to work, everybody hustling, everybody's doing everything to get this wicked ass Christmas.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah 10. I start at 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you. Get the fuck out the way. That's mad. It says,
He ain't figured it out yet.
yeah, dumb as fuck.
He got that Christmas demon on.
Fucking retard.
Now if that was Jake, they have him all bent over the hood running through the
Oh
pocket.
man,
Them big ass flashlights, knocking his windows out, beating his ass.
Planting drugs on him.
stepping on the shoes, yeah.
That's right, Jordans. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Hey, hold that. I seen this old coon fresh with that fucking thick ass old Pringle man mustache. This damn coon Frederick Price, man. Y'all know who that is, that fake preacher, that false prophet.
Yeah.
I seen him literally break this down, man. He had all types of wicked Christmas shit in this church, man. He said, see, it can't do no good or evil. So we gotta celebrate Christmas.
What?
Yeah, man, this was
Wow.
about 8 years ago, man. I seen him, I said, this is a wicked motherfucker, man.
So he just disregarded the following out the ways of the
He
heathen.
read it himself and threw, I'm talking about took it like a football and threw that motherfucker.
Now, when it says simply, we already
And
know.
all them niggas, it was like, you know how big his church, he got that mega church. They just said, yeah.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah.
Because niggas agree. But nah, when it says that they can do no good or evil, because goddamn it, a tree can't do shit.
It's an idol.
It can't do. Of course, it can't do no good or
If
evil.
a tree
nigga.
could do something,
It can't speak.
these poor unfortunate trees would get up and walk the fuck out of their prison.
Facts.
They be out
Right.
of America.
Right, they would just leave, like, they trying to get burnt up in this
Facts.
motherfucker. Right, they can float. Jump on the water, float, live off the water until they get to their next destination.
Right.
They got a better chance of life.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, so with that, man, we gonna give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, Wa'abababah.
Yeah, ain't nobody safe around Esau.
That's all, folks.